Good morning. Hello. Welcome to another vlog for the Disney Channel Games Readathon. Today is December Tuesday. Wait, I'm doing it backwards. I'm confusing myself. Tuesday, December 15th, 2020. Okay. Which means it's the start of another challenge for the Disney Channel Games. Whoop whoop. So far, I am 3 for 3. So I've read 3 books for 3 different challenges and I've completed all of them on time. And I've done the activities, so let's keep up that energy. So, for Dunk Tank, December 15th to the 17th, your reading activity. What? Reading activity. The reading challenge is read a book featuring water. So the water can be on the cover, it could be in the title, it could be an element of the setting, or used as a plot point. They do have some recommendations here. Sounds good. And an additional activity is do an activity that involves water. So go swimming, do an actual dunk tank, read in the bath, PG-13 pictures, drink some water, boil some pasta, etc. The reading sprint will be December 16th at 9 p.m. Eastern Central, which is tomorrow at 9 p.m. for me, on Reagan, aka Ray, Jesus, wow. Reagan, aka Ray, on, I can't do it. There's so many R's. Reagan's channel, Ray reads. Whew, that was way too long. Which will be hosted by her and the other Yellow Team captain, Mayor, and I'm assuming they might have a couple other co-hosts for their team. This one I'm excited for because my original plan was to reread All the Stars and Teeth because I really wanted to reread this before I read book 2 that comes out in February. I do believe I've already ordered book 2. Wait, did my parents order it? I think I pre-ordered it and then I canceled it because I was like, I can go in the store and have that bookstore experience. And then my dad pre-ordered it for Christmas because of Adeline Grace's thing that's going on right now, where if you submit your receipt for pre-order, you can get stuff. And I was like, please. Which I think they did. He didn't like specifically say he did, but like it sounded like he did. But anyway, I wanted to reread this before book 2 came out so I can have this fresh in my memory, and also I just really enjoyed it. And then I was given the e-arc from Fierce Reads Macmillan Children's in like a little blogger thing. I don't get sponsored or anything from them, I just review books for them and think, that's basically it. So I wanted to reread this before book 2, and then read book 2. This is perfect because it takes place majority on water. They have pirates and they live on islands and they travel overseas and they live on a ship. They travel on a ship for majority of the time. There's a mermaid, there's a pirate, there's sea monsters. I do believe there's water elemental type magic. So I was like, this is perfect. But as I was saying earlier, I work with. Yeah, I don't know the right terms for this. If you're a person who gets sponsored and stuff like that, can y'all help me? Because I feel stupid saying these things. I always feel like I'm wrong. But anyway, Macmillan Children's and Fierce Reads have sent me a bundle of books, like e-arcs, to read and review. And one of the books on there was All Stars and Teeth. Another one was another book that I'm interested in, which is, it's kind of a cheesy love story. I put the thing over there. It's basically about 2 people. It's a contemporary romance, duh. But it's about this girl who was born on the floor of a pizza parlor, and she's grown up in a pizza parlor, and she doesn't really want to follow that family route. But I think throughout the book, she realizes it's in her blood, and she actually really enjoys it more than she thought. And I believe the guy also works in a restaurant. Or maybe he comes into the pizza parlor and that's how they meet. I don't know much about the guy, but I know about her. That's what intrigued me, like the whole storyline about her. And I was like, if she works in a restaurant, it's guaranteed water is going to be used. Like, if you don't use water when you cook, you're cooking wrong. I'm just saying. So I thought that would be a little bit of a stretch because I don't know if they're actually going to mention water. But I mean, like, she's cooking. Or their family's cooking. So those are my 2 options. Until I figure out what I'm going to read, I'm just going to read a chapter of each. Or I'm going to read both. Who cares? If I do decide to read both, I'm going to read 135 pages of All the Stars and Teeth and then 35% of Kind of Cheesy Love Story. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. How's it already been 5 minutes?
Force them to harvest their ingredients from inside my French dip dunk tank.
Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, the 16th. I'm in the same sweater and hat that I was in yesterday just because I really liked how it looked and I ended up using it to film a video. And that is how I annotate my books video. That video probably will not be out until January, maybe beginning of February. And that is because I already have a bunch of other videos planned and some of them already filmed. I just need to like edit them. And also because I think I'm going to change out my system a little bit. Again, I talk about it a little bit in the video, but the purple, oh man, I dropped it. But the purples on both of these sets I barely use, and so I'm trying to figure out what I can do to help increase the usage of that, because I have like 5 of this lighter purple across all 3 of these because I haven't used them in past of these. So one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna edit that video so that when I do film the updated clip, all I have to do is edit that clip and just upload the whole thing. In the past clips, you also saw me do a bunch of water related things throughout the day because that is the activity challenge for this dunk tank round. I want to do something else to post to like Instagram to be like, hey, I did my challenge, but like, what can I do? I was thinking of going outside because it's like snowing / raining right now, but do I really want to risk getting sick? No. We'll see. I don't know what we're gonna do. If I do it, I'll put the little picture or clip in here because I don't really know just yet. I also made some banana bread, and that's in the oven right now. And then I also read a little bit of All the Stars and Teeth last night. I am like 60 pages in. Yikes, I'm only 40. Oh, maybe I'm 60 pages into my other book, but I did read a little bit last night. I didn't stay up for too long just because I started getting really, really tired. And I knew I had to wake up early this morning, so. My library books are still not ready. Like, there's 2 of them that aren't ready, and I'm like, can I please have them? I'm hoping that they're done by Saturday, because I can just go like Friday, Saturday, pick them up, read the one for the challenge, and then be good. Where'd you go, Julie? The gate's been open. Y'all could have lost a dog. The gate's been open this whole time? Oh my god. I'm gonna... Dang, she just run past me. Come on, Chewy. Hold on. So I finished my reread of All the Stars and Teeth. I'm still giving it 5 stars because I really enjoyed it and I love the story and the characters and the plot. But I'm very confused as to how some of this story will be continued / wrapped up in this ending of the duology, in the sequel. Because I feel like some things were pretty ended off in this one. But also I feel like there's still certain things that could have been discussed more. I don't know, I guess we'll figure it out. The relationships need some work. I think the first 2 times I read this, I just flew through it because I was really enjoying it. But I feel like now that I read it again and I already knew the story, I feel like I pay a lot more attention to the writing and what exactly was going on. So I definitely noticed some issues with the main love interest, Bastion. He kind of irritated me with some of the things he was doing, which I mean, it's understandable why he was doing, but it was also like, and then a lot of Amora has a lot of growing to do, I think, as a character and also as a lead role or being as a next person in line for her family kingdom. Just because of things that's happened in the book, it's definitely put her in a position where she has to do some growth and some etc. So I'm curious to see how she'll manage that. I was a little confused with one thing where she kept talking about how she didn't like how the kingdom seemed to fear her family because, like I said, she is the princess or whatever, and she wanted to remedy that. But then there's certain moments where she didn't really care, and it was like, do you or do you not care? Do you or do you not? So I guess we'll find out in book 2. On topic of relationships, sorry I'm jumping around here, I'm tired. There was 2 scenes in here where it was hinted at that they were intimate or almost intimate. I felt like they were either A, too fast, or the author put the whole part through, but maybe the publishers or whoever felt like it was too early, or maybe this book is not really for that age group or whatever, and cut that out. Because I definitely feel like the writing up to it was very like spicy, but then it gets cut off fade to black, and I'm kind of like, because typically fade to black, at least from what I've read, it's a little bit more teased. This is more a little bit more, if you know what I mean. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. The second scene, however, I thought was really interesting because he's drunk and she's not, and he stops and asks her if she's okay and asks her for consent, even when he's drunk. I thought that was really interesting to see that. So I don't know. And then also, there is mention of periods in here, which I thought was great. It was great. Where'd that start at? Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, okay. This is about 130 pages in. They talk about her period, and it causes some issues. But like after that, or at least after that chapter, it's never talked about again. So it was like, what was the point? So I did really enjoy this, but I did notice some issues this time around. So yeah, I might end up lowering it to like a 4 star or maybe 4.5. I did tab it quite a bit. I have a lot of orange in here because, like I said, I noticed some issues, some plot holes, some questions, some confusion, but overall still a good story. So that's the end of this challenge. On to the next.